A deal was struck this afternoon to keep building an expansion of Plant Vogtle, a nuclear plant 2 hours east of Atlanta. All 4 utility companies involved agreed to pay an extra $15 billion. That's on top of the $15 billion the companies have already paid, but we still do not know who is going to pay the bulk of that cost. This is a fight that's come down to an old-fashioned playground staring contest. Who's going to blink first? There are 4 players in the game: Georgia Power, MEAG Power, Dalton Utilities, and Oglethorpe Power. Georgia Power is the big kid on the playground, so to speak. The other 3 are smaller players, and they have banded together. Georgia Power wanted to split the additional $15 billion in overrun costs with those smaller players, but they were saying no. MEAG, Dalton, and Oglethorpe want Georgia Power to pay it. They want Georgia Power to look away first in the contest because they'd be on the hook for the $15 billion cost overruns. One reason these smaller companies want Georgia Power to foot the bill is Georgia Power can pass that cost along to shareholders. They're the only player in the game that can do that. They're the only one with shareholders. Everybody else here would have to pass all that cost along to their customers. No word yet on how the cost overrun is going to be split up.